everybody, it's Joni here. Welcome back for another painting tutorial in acrylics. Today I'm going to show you a quick way, an easy way to paint a crashing wave. So I'm working on a 16 by 20 black primed canvas and I have the following brushes: 30 filbert, 2 rigger, and I'm also going to be using a little toothbrush to spray for the foam on the wave and the splash. The colors I'm using are titanium white, phthalo green, and phthalo blue. Let's go ahead and get started. The very first thing I'm going to do is take some blue and I'm going to pull the blue back and forth, side to side. I'm going to add just a little bit of water. The next color I'm going to take is green and a little bit of white. So just the tiniest bit of white. And I'm going to start adding that down here into the blue. I'm going to pick up a little bit more, all 3 colors. Okay, I'm going to rinse my brush out. And the next thing I'm going to do is take my rigger brush and I'm going to create a figure 8 where I want the wave to be crashing. So I'm going to go down just a little bit lower from this light green. And I'm going to take some white because it'll show up the best. And this is the easiest way that I've discovered how to paint waves. So we're going to just go figure 8. Now you can put it right in the middle if you want. You can move it over. You can have one side a little bigger or a little larger or lopsided. Basically, that's how we're going to do it. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is just pull into my blue, green, and white. And I'm going to have some little wiggles and pull these little, almost like little branches or little veins, and curl them over, just light little wiggles like this. We're going to have them coming down from the bottom here. Take a little bit more water. A little bit more white. And just pull and sweep in. And then guide it and curve it up into that curl. You can add a little bit more blue and green tears as well. Doesn't have to be solid. And then the next thing I'm going to do is take my large filbert brush, a little bit of white, a little bit of blue and green, and we're going to come down and add a pull and a sweep and a curl. So line it up and just pull and sweep like that. Pick up a little bit more white. And we're going to start just tapping up on the other side here to make it a little bit foamy. Just loading the end of my brush. And then I'm going to go into my blue, green, a little bit of white. And I'm going to start going around tapping. I'm going to tap up to the top here, around the side. I'm going to come in with some white, and I'm going to just continue to tap again over here, and then I'm going to start to use a little bit more of my brush. And gradually start to make this crashing wave a little bit brighter. Let's take a little bit more green and blue. A little bit of white in with that. And then really lightly pull, leave a dark line in between the white cap pull these down a little bit lower. Load the very end of the brush with some white and pull from the top so it's the brightest. We're going to tap in some more white here now. And you can even go around in little circles like this if you want it to look a little kind of more blended. Just picking up a little bit more white and just tapping in gently for a little bit of light hitting these soft, gentle waves. As this is starting to dry, I'm going to add a little bit more green right in here because I don't want it to dry black. So just adding a little bit more color there. And then I'm going to come up here as well. Add some water in the distance. We'll get our horizon line. I'm going to pick up all three colors and I'm going to start to add little scoops in the sky for some clouds, and then they're going to get smaller and narrower, just like down here. Same idea. Larger. pick up a little bit more white just on the end of my brush here. And I'm going to add some light hitting the bottom of these clouds. And a little bit more white. Let's add a little bit more across the back here, that horizon line. Some light reflecting on the water. Remember, bigger out here because that'll draw us in, and have it getting smaller and smaller, those clouds. I'm going to go back over to my liner rigger brush. A little bit of green, a little bit of white in there. Work the paint out to the end of your brush. And I'm going to pull in some more of these lines in the curl. And I'll take blue and green, and I'm going to go from just underneath this white part and do the same thing but darker. So no white for this part, and then adding the white down here. Now I've just got a little bit left in my brush that's coming out. Taking a little bit more white. I'm going to take a toothbrush, a little bit of water and some white, and I'm going to start to spray. Now if you use a lot of water, like the more water you use, the bigger the spray you'll get. And I just want to have a few stars as well. I'm going to tap for some larger spray and foam. I'm going to go back over to my large filbert brush, pick up some more white. And dab on some more chunkier, brighter areas. A little bit more moonlight. Now a little bit of green and white. And right in the middle here, we're just going to add a little bit of glowing light through here. And then a little bit more spray here and there. Just going to soften this a little bit. I'm going to use my finger to soften this area here, and then I'm going to also use it to add a moon. So I'm going to start with a little bit of blue, white, and green. And where do I want it? I think I'm going to add it right here. So I'm just going to make a soft circle. Then come in with a little bit of green and white. And then work up to just a lighter and brighter shade of white. I'm going to wait for that to dry a little bit, and I'm going to go over to my rigger brush again, a little bit of water, blue and green and white, pulling out a few little wiggles and squiggles here. A few more lines, just with a little bit of that green and white to make a very light shade of turquoise. And then a few little squiggly highlights on these clouds, just tight little loops. Just softening with my finger. Okay, just last little dab of bright white in the middle there. And I'm going to add the last little bit of green and white. In this section here. I want to be able to see light filtering through the glassy looking wave here. Okay, hope you guys enjoyed this and learned a lot in this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye!